Why, hello there, viewers. Welcome back to another episode of Ace Academy. There are a couple things I feel like we should get out of the way. And the most important big one is, when's Jade coming back? And the short answer is, at least not till after Ace Academy is done. Part of the reason why I played Jade is because I wanted more people to know that it existed. And I guess I've gotten some new followers, but it's still the main thing on my channel, and so it'll probably not come back until I feel like there's more people to introduce it to. I was a Patreon for Minos. I will be till the end of the month, and I will just pretend Jade doesn't exist until I'm going to play it again, so that I can get complete, authentic reactions. That was the first thing. The second thing, let's talk about Ruby spoilers. I will not mention them in any of my videos ever. Not until Volume 6 has concluded and been out for a week, and therefore literally anyone can watch all of it, and then I will talk about Ruby again. And the last thing I feel like needs to be addressed is, oh my fucking god, Dragon Age 4 is coming out. Like, holy shit, Dragon Age Origins is my favorite video game ever. I love that game so much. Yeah, that's all. About that Dragon Age 4 thing, you see the little... So, let's talk about the one image they showed us, because it's super important. The Lyrium idol is in the center, and there's sort of a circle around it, with 7 smaller circles connected to it, with the Dreadwolf on one side and Solus on the other. And, the 7 smaller circles, 5 of them are dark and 2 of them are bright, which means they most likely correlate to the archdemons / old gods. Because Uthemriel was the 5th, and he died in Dragon Age Origins, which means there's 2 more, Ezekiel and Loose Cannon. Loose Cannon's name sounds like Loose Cannon. I just realized that. It's not important, A couple other things to mention. The Lyrium idol looks surprisingly like Andraste, and depending on some people's games, I'm trying to recall DA2, I didn't like it or Inquisition as much as Origins. It should have been completely busted, right? It was entirely destroyed. So it might be more symbolic. There has been for a long time the theory that the old gods are them being alive is keeping something else at bay, and this is why Solus is mad at the Grey Wardens for trying to kill them. But none of that has to do with this playthrough. Jade will come back eventually, but not until I feel like I'll be sharing it with more people. So I'm going to focus on Ace. And I kind of took a couple day break there for Ace. It is kind of Christmas season, so I'm having fun with my family. But I'm going to try and record a couple episodes, so you guys should be stocked for the next 3 days. Let's get started. The soft chirping of birds gradually awakens me from my slumber. My muscles scream as I push myself up in bed. It looks like being out of the live matches for a while has taken its toll. Still, the pain is a reminder of a well-played battle, which is comforting. Yeah, it's like when you say, I just won't work out today, and then 3 years later you're like, ugh, someone roll me out the door. Me. I'm actually working out again recently, so not me for much longer. 9 a.m. With a yawn, I crawl out of bed and ready myself for the day. Is it a school day? I head downstairs expecting to see Nikki. Hey. No one's here. Weird. I pull out my phone and see a text message from her. Hey, big brother. I'm going out with some friends for breakfast and then shopping. I was going to tell you in person, but you were still sleeping by the time I was heading out, lazy bones. Kaito also said he's heading out to an emergency meeting. I know how useless you are when it comes to breakfast. So open the fridge and check the second row. TTYL. Useless. Hey. Opening the fridge, I'm greeted with the most delicious-looking egg salad sandwich I've ever seen. Damn it, Nikki, always making it impossible to stay mad at you. I bring the sandwich to the table along with a poured glass of juice. I wonder what I should do today. I should ask Kaori about team strategies. Just as I reach for my phone, I'm startled by a loud buzzing sound. Kaori's name flashes across the screen. Sorry. I love this event a lot. That's weird. Hey Kaori, I was just about to call...
You broke my tablet!
What?
You broke my tablet! So you owe me a working one.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did!
How could I have broken it when I've never used it?
When you nearly killed me, you actually killed my tablet instead. You shattered the screen when my bag was thrown across the pavement. And now it won't even turn on.
That still sounds like it's your problem. Wow, that's rude. But I am trying to make this an enemies to lovers sort of thing. Oops, spoilers if it wasn't painfully apparent. Right. This event is very different if you didn't meet Kaori on the first day. But I did, so this is what we're doing. If you didn't meet Kaori, you're like, hey, can you send me team strategies? And she's like, sure. And then her tablet doesn't work. And then the conversation we're about to have happens. There's a pause before Kaori's rage breaks loose.
My problem! Idiot! You were the one who ran the red light! You were the one who almost ran me down! And you were the one who caused my bag, a bag with valuable things I might add, to fly across the pavement, thereby completely shattering said valuable things. And if it weren't for you, I'd...
God, this again? What will it take for you to shut up about this? Wow, this is way more rude than I remember it.
The tablet.
Fine. What model did you have? I'll replace it with the same. You won't notice a difference.
I had an EN85.
No, really, what did you have?
That's what I had!
I would have thought you'd had a newer model.
Why? It worked fine until you broke it.
Good point. Well, okay, how long did you have it for?
2 years.
That's not a very long time. What's wrong with you, Jay? What's wrong with me, I guess? How much for the replacement?
399.99 credits, plus tax.
399.99 credits? Plus tax?
It's how much that cost.
It's used. Do you not know what depreciation is? I'll give you 150 credits, and that's being generous.
What? That's not even close to how much I paid for it!
Of course not. It's an old model, but that's about how much it'd be worth now.
I paid more than double that price when I bought it, so that's how much it's worth.
That's not how it works.
That's how much it was worth to me.
Maybe I can get you a used one then.
No! People don't take care of their things. Knowing your luck, you'll buy me a faulty tablet, and I'll have to replace it again almost immediately.
I know how to pick out electronics. I'm not so stupid that I'd buy you a damaged one.
Debatable.
She is making this really difficult. Look, I'm not going to pay the original cost plus tax for something that's no longer worth that amount.
Fine, but you should at least give me something comparable to my old one, like the YX140.
What about the Z90 model? It has better specs and it's cheaper.
No, it doesn't! The YX140 is the model that replaced the EN85. It offers more GB than the Z90 and has better connectivity options.
What are you talking about? Everything else is comparable, and you can get it with a higher GB+. The Z90 model is made by Macrohard, which we all know is better than Pineapple.
Are you kidding me? Pineapple is a better choice. It runs faster, and it doesn't get viruses either, so it has a better shelf life.
So, as you can see, Kaori's a Mac, and Jay's a PC. And I'm of the opinion that Jay is right. I am also a PC. If your devices are getting viruses, guess what? It's your fucking fault. Like, You download something you shouldn't have, your firewall isn't working properly, or you don't have a good antivirus software. It's that simple. And Apple products can only download things from the Apple Store. PCs are a different conversation, but I like Windows operating systems more, so Windows 7 PC would tend to be what I would go for. But that's a familiarity issue. Whereas, like, Mac is just... you have to jailbreak it to get good stuff. And then with each update, you'll have to re-jailbreak it. And then at that point, you're still at a virus threat because you jailbroke it. It's like, oh, what's that? You made an interesting third-party software? You want to put it on Apple? Fuck you. It's just, God, I hate Apple. And all their devices are rigged to expire over time. Jesus. This episode could just be titled, I Get Mad About Apple, but... Is this a joke? Meet me at the store. I'll show you that the Z90 is just as good, if not better, than the YX140. If after that you still don't believe me, then I'll concede.
Fine, but only because I know you're wrong. Meet you there in a half hour.
The phone clicks without another word. Well, goodbye to you, too. I grab my jacket and head for the door. I arrive at the mall before Kaori and wait by the front south entrance. It's only a minute or two before I see her walking up to me dressed in a hoodie and jeans. It's weird to see her out of uniform. Don't say anything. Who cares about what she's wearing? I'm not wearing a uniform either. It's Saturday.
Let's just go in.
You're the boss. I follow Kaori into the electronics store. She heads straight for the aisle of tablets and points to the XY140.
There it is.
And there's mine. I point to the Z90 and read the details. Optic display with Hexa HD resolution at 750 ppi with a V9C chip and a 256-bit architecture. It even has an anti-reflective coating on the screen. You must admit this is an amazing tablet. And I point to the price on the XY140. It's cheaper. Kaori crosses her arms.
So, the XY140 costs a bit more because you get more. Look, it holds 3 times the number of files, and even though the displays match, the XY140 has amazing video stabilization and built-in data connection options.
Nothing you just said made me believe it's worth the extra money.
I can't believe you want to get me an inferior model to make up for breaking my stuff in the first place.
It's not inferior, it's a great tablet.
But not comparable to my E85.
Why are you so difficult?
Why did you have to break my tablet?
Why couldn't you have looked both ways before crossing the street? You're killing me.
Serves you right for trying to kill me.
Just so you know, you're both wrong.
I should read that. Kaori and I turn to face the voice. Standing behind us is a stubby guy with round glasses. He reaches between us and grabs another model off the shelf.
This is the IB760 by Bensong. It's the fastest on the market, with the vector core CPU at 6 GHz, red tooth technologies, and a fingerprint identity sensor in the screen. Not to mention the superior resolution with advanced multi-touch technology.
He reaches by and grabs something else.
Plus, it comes with the cover built in, so you don't have to pay more to buy accessories.
He glances over at Kaori.
Which, from what I heard, you could really use.
Kaori and I exchange a look.
Nobody asks for your opinion.
Clearly you need it, if you're considering the XY140 like some sort of technological plebe.
Why you?
That's what I was saying all along. I told you the XY140 was no good.
Whoa! Calm down, Mr. High and Mighty. The Z90 is an even worse choice?
What?
Who would want to use a machine built on the Frame operating system? The last time that piece of junk worked was Frame XP.
Hey, Frame 7 was good. So like, she's a Mac, he's a Linux, I guess. I've never used Linux. And I'm a PC. And also, I would like to point out, God, Windows 10 was good. In its beta? Is it called beta for operating systems? I don't know. But then they added Cortana. And then it was such a glitchy mess that sometimes JPEGs wouldn't work. And then a ton of old software, i.e. games I like, just didn't work. And I had to go through all these hoops, and it was so nice. And then they were like, let's kill our own operating system. And then they made it so fucking hard to get rid of Cortana. Like, killing that demon took forever. And even then, I didn't really kill her, because I wanted to keep the search function, just get rid of the Cortana part of it, to reduce the amount of space she was using, and she just uses less now. She still uses a ton of my RAM. Frame 7 was good. He snickers loudly.
How cute. No wonder you're together. You both have a taste for inferior tablets.
Together?
With her? Kaori stomps a foot forward as her hands clench into fists. The nerd is clearly shaken, but tries to keep his cool.
You have no idea what you're talking about!
No kidding, Macroheart has the entire business market.
And Pineapple makes premium cutting-edge devices!
Also, nowadays, all models come with RedTooth 3.0 built in.
And fingerprint ID sensors! And advanced multi-touch technologies!
He opens his mouth to speak again, but Kaori interrupts him.
And we are not together!
Yeah, go mind your own business.
You noobs! Your vision is too clouded to see the light! Otherwise, you'd understand that Anzoid is the best hardware, software, and value for your money!
Before either of us can say another word, he turns around and confidently waddles away. A bag of cheese puffs seems to materialize in his hand.
Idiot! Sticking his nose where it doesn't belong!
I know, right? We fall silent as I look over the IB760 model. Kaori?
What?
I think he might have been on to something.
Let me see.
We both review the specifications card next to the tablet.
Huh. The features here definitely outweigh the XY140.
And hardware-wise, it blows the Z90 out of the water. I watch as Kaori swipes the tablet screen and tweaks the settings and configuration. A moment later, she grabs the IB760 box off the shelf and looks it over. So, do you want this one then?
As much as I hate to admit it, it makes the most sense.
Just don't let him hear you saying that. I take the tablet from her and head to the counter. Glad we got that sorted out. As I go to pay, Kaori cuts me off from the cashier and pulls out her wallet.
Whatever. I don't need you to pay for it.
Let me cover half. You might be getting an upgrade, but it's my fault you have to make the purchase sooner rather than later. She mulls the thought over. At least that way we can call it even and you won't hold this over my head.
Fine.
The cashier sets up the bill and we both tap our respective cards. Kaori grabs the bag shortly after.
Thanks, I guess.
No problem. We exit the store. Kaori turns toward me outside the store.
Thanks for coming out, I guess. I mean, some of the stuff you said was helpful, but mostly you just gave me a headache.
I grin at her. You're really bad at giving compliments, you know that?
It wasn't a compliment!
But I can see a blush creeping up her cheeks. Anyway, don't worry about it. We're teammates, which means we look after each other, right?
Yeah, that's how we were able to defeat that loser when he came by.
Ha! Did you see how he left in a huff?
Maybe that'll teach him to stop butting in where he doesn't belong.
I laugh, and I think I see Kaori crack a smile. So, are we good?
Huh?
You know, about that whole almost running you over thing?
Oh,
She glances at her bag and nods.
yeah, we're good.
Cool, because I don't want to start this friendship on a sour note. She blinks at the mention of friendship and waves off what I said.
Whatever. I better get going. See you on Monday.
Peace, Itami. With a nod, she turns away and disappears into the crowd of people. I head in the opposite direction towards a gear equipment store I've been meaning to check out. Once it gets late, I head home. As I walk into the room, I'm assaulted by the sound of laughter. Seated in the living room is Nikki and two other girls. They glance up at me as I enter. Nikki greets me with a wide grin and waves me over, while the two girls begin whispering to each other.
Hey, you're back. Where did you go?
I went to the store to check out tablets.
Oh, really? Did you see anything good?
Yeah, I did actually. She looks at my empty hands.
But nothing good enough to buy?
Oh, Kaori was the one who wanted a new tablet. I was just there to show her which one was good.
That's kind of a lame date. I'm disappointed in you.
Nikki's friends seem to be on an alert. It wasn't a date? Oh, that's the actual text, too. It wasn't a date?
Sure, whatever you say.
Nikki's friend leans into her and whispers.
Does he have a girlfriend? Nah, he wishes.
The two girls glance at each other and giggle. High schoolers. What are you guys doing?
Playing Draw It.
What's that? The first girl speaks before Nikki can.
It's a fun game. You pick a word from the pile and draw it, and people guess what it is.
Sounds easy enough.
Join us. Then we can play in teams of two.
Yeah, join us.
I glance at Nikki, who shrugs.
Sure, why not?
Okay. The two girls jump up excitedly. The first one gets up from the couch and grabs my arm, then drags me back to sit with her.
Yay! You can be on my team.
No! He should be on my team.
I've never had this experience before. Not true. Hold on. I have a funny story I'm not sure I've told before that I should tell at the end of this episode. The other girl grabs my arm.
Why? You and Nikki are like best friends. You two should be on a team.
She tugs tighter on my arm.
But he's a pilot at Ace, which means he's smarter and should be on my team.
I feel like I'm gonna be ripped in half. Help, Nikki.
Ouch! I thought you guys were my friends, not his.
We are.
We are. Then how come you guys don't want to be on my team?
They glance at each other, but neither girl lets go of me. Nikki crosses her arms.
Fine. Well, he's my brother, so he's gonna be on my team.
Both girls pout in disappointment and let go.
You're no fun, Nikki. Whatever. You guys can go first.
Fine.
Nikki's friend picks up a card and smiles when she sees the word. She glances at me quickly, then starts drawing. It's a guy with blonde hair, wearing something eerily familiar. The second girl answers immediately.
Hot. The word is hot.
Yes!
They both burst into a fit of giggles. Nikki grabs the paper and looks at it.
What? How did you guess hot from that?
She shoves the drawing in my face.
Would you have known this was hot?
No, but I think you girls would know better than I would if the guy is hot or not. For your information, I'm bi. I know hot when I see it. Nikki blinks at me.
Okay, never mind. Why wouldn't you draw fire or like a cup of coffee or something? Who is this even supposed to be?
Both girls look at me and giggle again. Nikki glances between the three of us, then frowns.
Guys, my brother!
So, he's cute.
But he's my brother?
The girls exchange a glance, then gasp.
Oh, we had no idea.
So this part actually makes my skin crawl. Ugh.
Yeah, we're sorry, but you should have said something.
Nikki blinks in confusion.
Huh? Said what?
That you and him, you know.
She nudges her head towards me.
the relationship you have with him?
The only people who romanticize incests are only children. Ooh. Nikki continues to look blank for a few seconds. Then her expression changes to horror. That's not accurate. Ooh.
Oh my god, no.
It makes sense as to why you got so protective over him.
And why you wanted him on your team.
Nikki, you don't have to be embarrassed. It's okay.
No, it's not!
Gross, gross,
This is so
gross.
not okay. Gross, gross, gross. Things just got really weird. I'm going upstairs.
Oh no! Stay and play with us!
Yeah, stay.
Nikki stands and pushes me towards the stairs.
Don't listen to them, just go.
I'm going, I'm going. I rush up the stairs but can still hear them arguing below.
Why did you send him away, Nikki? We were having a good time.
Yeah, plus he's hot.
Ew, you're high schoolers.
Ew, you guys, stop it.
It's not a crime to look.
Well, it should be. Excuse me, I'm just gonna go throw up.
Their voices drift away as I enter my room and flop onto my bed. I will never understand girls, but it is kind of funny that I thought it was hot. Actually, they weren't so bad to look at. I grin as I remember them clutching my arm close to their chest. With assets like that, you kind of forget things. Like that they're only in high school. The smile drops from my face. Maybe it's a good thing Nikki doesn't bring her friends home very often. Yeah. Just then, my phone dings announcing an email. Breathing in relief, I eagerly reach over and open the email. All team rankings will be posted on Monday. I guess I'll find out my ranking when I go to school. I spend the rest of the evening browsing online for cat videos until it's time for bed. And we will leave off right here. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a good day. And that funny story. So, I think I might have told this story before, but it's really good. I don't know how many of you, what everyone else's stance on Jean Arc is, but I love Jean. He's my favorite character, and people hate him for a variety of reasons, one of which is that they feel like he's so dense that no human being in reality could be that dense, could mishear his hints that hard. Oh boy, are you people wrong, because, hold on, let me check the time. It is 3:14 a.m. My dad is most certainly asleep. My boyfriend and I. Oh my god. The first day he met me, he just straight out came out and said, dude, I'm crushing on you super hard right now. And it just went in one ear and out the other. I just didn't get it, because I'm one dumb motherfucker. And it wasn't until, like, we were watching Firefly one day, cuddling, just because he's warm as fuck. My pet name for him is Thermo, because he had a dream where I called him a small thermonuclear device, and I had called him my personal nuclear generator before. But I'm getting off topic, and it wasn't until he, like, kissed me on the head during the scene where they're like, yup, Mal is dead. And I went, no! And then, like, 5 minutes passed, and he stopped and went, wait, I kissed you. And I went, wait, you kissed me! From there on out, we figured it out, but I was just like, who-do-do-do-do? Is this guy into me? Nah. He only explicitly told me he had a crush on me. Oh god. I have multiple experiences like that. So, Jean Arc's denseness is not unrealistic, because I am equally as dense. Leave my son alone. I'll see you guys next episode.